Donc on se retrouve sur Bear With Me. Donc on se retrouve un peu dans un cinéma sans doute. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? On va mener une enquête avec un ourson en peluche. Dans la ville de Gotham.
Wake up.
Ah. Chambre d'Amber. Donc c'est un point and click. Hein. Oh là là. Ça me fait quelque chose quand même de jouer à ce jeu enfin, après... ça doit faire 5 ans. 5 ans que je veux faire ce jeu. Ça. Lis.
It's my bed. It comes with all the luxuries a bed should have.
Donc comme tous les point and click, c'est un peu comme Life is Strange. Tu vas cliquer n'importe où dans la maison. Moi ça m'amuse de cliquer n'importe où et de savoir ce qu'il y a à raconter. En même temps ça fait plaisir aux développeurs qui n'ont pas fait ça pour rien. Mais d'un autre côté on s'en bat les couilles.
It's where I rest my pretty little head.
Ok, on va parler peut-être à Millie d'abord.
Millie, my toy giraffe. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She seems frightened. I should talk to her.
Donc Millie, Melee, c'est l'actrice dans Stranger Things. Je pense qu'on est dans un délire de fille où il y a... Elle est dans sa chambre, elle a des jouets, tout ça, des peluches, et on va... Il y a une enquête en fait, ça va être marrant je pense. Donc là c'est sa girafe en peluche.
It seems you had a nightmare. I don't really remember. That's all right, miss. Nightmares are best forgotten. I guess you're right. What are you doing here, Millie? Is everything okay? Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could.
Papierville.
I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you. What do you mean? Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing. I have to go find Flint. Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later. Please, before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart. Ted? I know where he is. He has a small office in my closet, but Ted and we can't work together anymore. Mostly because I'm still smart and driven and he's become a burnout. I haven't seen him since he left the city. But whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile. Okay, Millie, I'll go ask.
On est gentil pour l'instant.
But
Parce qu'on
I'm
connaît
not
pas
sure
encore
if he'll
les
even hear me out. We left
tenants et
off on a
aboutissants.
really bad note. It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about. The reason I came all the way down here. There is this man that came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you. What man? We call him the Red Man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week. Ever since he showed up. The officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear. Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting. The mayor and the commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until all of this is sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to escape through the East Tunnel's maintenance route, but most of the exits are closed off now.
You said we escaped. Is someone else here with you?
The Mugshot boys helped me through the East Tunnel, bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up.
I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything?
I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all. Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
D'accord. Bah moi ça me fait rire parce que la fille, j'ai l'impression qu'elle est dans son délire de déjà Pepperville, donc c'est la ville en papier, et elle est dans son délire du commissariat, le maire, tout ça, et puis Ted, bon c'est un peu cliché le nom pour un ours en peluche, Ted l'ours policier, enfin qui est détective, je pense qu'il va être détective dans cette affaire, et qui a raccroché parce que en fait il a pas raccroché, c'est juste que Amber ne joue plus avec lui, et donc dans sa tête, elle crée des histoires dans son cerveau, et en fait il a démissionné tu vois, de sa carrière. Je trouve ça très drôle.
Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted.
Réparer la loupe. Donc ça c'est notre inventaire, je pense. On a un couteau suisse, putain, mais Amber, mais t'as quel âge? Elle a un putain de couteau suisse. Alors ça peut servir, mais il faut pas se couper, quoi.
My collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process.
C'est peut-être chiant, mais je vais faire tout ce qui est possible dans cette pièce. Je vais voir tout ce qui est possible. Tiroir, on a pris. Le carton, c'est bon. La lampe.
A miracle of modern technology.
J'adore. Il faut... Est-ce qu'en tant que développeur, vous diriez ça? Il faut à tout prix que je code la lampe pour que quand on clique dessus, elle dise un miracle de la technologie moderne. Ça peut paraître inutile, mais c'est juste fou. Encore un coussin, qu'est-ce qu'elle va dire de plus?
Nothing interesting about them. Well, one of them has a PhD in clinical virology, so I guess that's something.
Elle est vraiment dans son truc, j'adore.
I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case.
Ok, de toute façon, oui, on va prendre tout ce qui est possible et imaginable.
I've read all of these. Some of my favorites are The Adventures of Whodunit. Done it like almost gets whacked. There is no I in crime, except for that one. And Love in Other Words, a dictionary review.
Qui l'a fait? J'adore. Allons voir le placard. Je sais plus si c'est une démo ou si c'est le jeu en entier. Quoi? Il est dans le placard? Ah mais oui, mais c'est vrai.
Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm retired, for good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz, and I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count. She knows the drill, and so do I.
C'est du jus de carotte.
The words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head, and then they get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm? Not much to do when you're retired. Hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
J'adore cette ambiance.
Hi, Ted. I heard you've retired, but
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie, are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Tu fais trop de bruit.
I was in bed. Millie woke me up.
Well, you should ask her to help you out then.
So, you're saying I should ask an old blind woman to help me out?
That old broad is tougher than she looks. Now, if you don't mind, I have some real work to do.
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help, and I kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you. I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my birdwatching, poker and cigar club. Where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing. Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over. That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs in the past. Capiche?
You've been practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that in for dramatic effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point across.
Does it really? You're still here, and I still have a lot of work to do.
Tu me dois un loyer. Ah, on lui fait les yeux de branche, je suppose. Tu sais, le truc dans les films. Bon bah je m'en vais du coup, puisque t'as pas besoin de moi. Je m'en vais, il va peut-être m'arriver un truc vu que je vais toute seule là-bas.
Okay, so you've made your point. I guess I'll just go alone, into the night. Hope no one stabs me in the back.
Fine. I guess if I come along, they're going to stab me instead. What's this nonsense all about anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like, all sorts of bad things. And there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route. But I think that's been closed off, too.
They?
Oh là là, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? On est censé connaître ça? Par contre, les noms, ils sont fous. Hein. Paper City Orchestra, l'association de papier mâché de Paper City. Club du mois du vin et du fromage. Et les ornithologues amateurs du monde, amateurs de melons de Paper. Qu'est-ce qu'on prend? Qu'est-ce qui fait Ah, il a parlé d'ornithologie, on va mettre ça.
Yeah. Millie and the bird watchers of the world?
What? The BWOW is here? But they all went north last month. It's yellow cardinal season and an early start. I mean, what? I never heard of those guys before. What in the hell are you talking about? Are you making this up?
Yeah, sorry. The mugshot boys helped her out. I know how much you don't like them.
I mean, what's not to like? The fact that they're thieves and thugs, they literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't that baby an undercover cop?
Yeah, it was. But they didn't know that. No, did they?
Anyways, they helped her escape the city through the East Tunnel, the one that leads to Flint's room, and she said he wasn't there. She believes he's gone missing. I need to go and check on Flint. Maybe he's still in the house, but Millie doesn't want me to go alone. She says it's possible for the red man to have found an exit to my house. She's really scared.
Wait, what red man?
She was telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently.
Est-ce que ce serait son père?
He's asking
Son
questions
père, sa
about
mère,
you.
un
What's
autre
so
jouet?
interesting about you?
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Nilly is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, sugar cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over. I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
Non, ton nez, il a un nez. La chaussure gauche. Mon frère. Ah oui, pour faire un point d'humour, parce que je sais pas du tout ce qu'il veut. Donc pour faire un point d'humour, on va dire le frère.
My brother?
No. Well, yeah, but something else too.
Your magnifier?
That's right, dollface. Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
Ok, on va d'abord fouiller chez lui. C'est ça qui tourne là? Succès des bruits, je m'occupe de choses plus importantes. Oui, parce que j'ai désactivé la musique pour être bien après pour le montage. Et finalement, il y a quand même de la musique. Bon, bah, je pense qu'on se fout de ma gueule. Si vous trouvez qu'il y a trop de dialogue, il y a pas assez d'action et machin. On est dans une enquête, déjà de base, donc on est dans la réflexion plutôt que l'action. Laissez-vous bercer par l'univers.
That's what the phones looked like back in the days. I mean, now.
Ah oui, d'ailleurs, ce qui m'a fait rire, c'est que moi, je pensais que l'ours, il allait être dans le hall, quand on allait sortir de la chambre d'Amber. Mais le mec, il est dans le placard parce que justement, comme ça fait partie des jouets qu'elle n'utilise plus, ou alors qu'elle n'utilise pas tout le temps, parce que là, apparemment, ils sont dans un jeu de... ah mais j'ai plus besoin de toi machin, on se quitte, et puis après ah j'ai besoin de toi, vite il faut que tu m'aides, et ils y vont. Donc elle doit l'utiliser, elle doit jouer avec occasionnellement. Donc il a son bureau dans le placard, je trouve ça trop drôle. Ah, c'est pour la loupe.
I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with me. It
Marqué
says
FBI.
FBI on it. I bet it stands for Federal Bear Investigation.
Évidemment, évidemment. Encore une lampe, qu'est-ce qu'elle veut
Here we
dire?
see a lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild office?
Non, mais en même temps, c'est un truc de développeur. Je pense que si j'avais fait ce jeu, je ferais des vannes comme ça. Où vraiment tu peux cliquer partout sur cette autre lampe, tiens.
The
Qu'est-ce
light
qu'ils
is
disent?
off. I bet someone wasn't paying his electric bills.
Voilà, ça va avec l'histoire, mais juste de dire « Oh mon Dieu, cette électricité marche parce que la lampe est allumée » ou machin. Attends, qu'est-ce qu'elle vient de dire?
Well, since this office is in my closet, that window is for purely decorative purposes. Where's the light coming from?
C'est ça. C'est exactement ça. Parce que là, on voit bien les ombres du store. On voit l'ombre du store sur le mur. Donc ça veut dire qu'il y a une lumière qui vient dehors. Pour faire genre, mais c'est un placard. J'adore. J'adore. Quoi, j'ai éteint son ventilateur? Mais non, mais il va crever de chaud, c'est fini? Ted va se dessécher.
What? Those must be Ted's.
La vie cachée de l'inspecteur Ted.
These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors.
Ah, ça aussi c'est drôle parce que elle aime les couleurs vives, sauf que ce jeu est en noir et blanc. J'adore. Tous les petits détails. Donc attends, on va... Est-ce qu'on peut déjà... Est-ce qu'on peut faire des crafts en fait? C'est ça que j'ai envie de dire. Est-ce qu'on peut faire...
There we go.
Ah, c'est bon.
Now I just need a lens. I can't use that.
Ah bah si, attends.
I broke my mom's
Ah
glass.
yes.
I better find use for this lens now. Voila, a perfect crime. Ted will never know.
Ah, ils ont échangé le O et le I de voilà. Voilà, donc on peut faire des crafts. Non mais c'est trop bien.
Found my magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet.
Bah,
Do
si.
you really need it though?
Attends.
Do you
Si, c'est
really
bon.
need my help?
Okay, fair.
Attends, je sais ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut faire ça et lui donner.
That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Ah, la dégaine est folle. Hein. C'est parti pour l'enquête. On va faire une enquête à deux, ça va être génial. On va avoir des petites vannes, je sens. Ah, est-ce que Millie a un truc à dire par rapport à eux?
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now, you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out. Or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Bon, on va y aller, hein, parce que là, on a déjà... Oh, dis donc, dis donc, dis donc, dis donc, dis donc, dis donc, dis donc. Je n'avais pas vu ça tout à l'heure. Donc, vous allez nous suivre partout, Ted, comme ça. Vous pouvez pas juste rester comme ça, là-bas. Et vous êtes vraiment en mode garde du corps, là. Une pile?
I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy.
Ok, ça va nous être utile, mais plus tard, quoi, d'accord. C'est parti, on y va. Début de l'aventure avec Ted. Inspecteur Ted et son assistante
Watch my
Amber.
back, Ted.
Assistante qui prend les devants, quand même.
The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. It's just so vivid and beautiful. You can
Encore une
almost
vanne.
taste it.
Encore une vanne sur la couleur, parce qu'il n'y en a pas.
It's a fishing village, somewhere on the coast of Norway, probably.
I'm so glad I got dragged out in the middle of the night to look at the paintings hanging in your house. What else am I going to do, right?
Il y a la porte du grenier. Ça peut être très bien. Sandwich? Comment ça, sandwich? Attends, je comprends pas. Pourquoi il y a une lampe et un sandwich?
It's a ham, bacon, lettuce, and mozzarella cheese sandwich on pimento bread. It's mounted on my wall and it shines. So it's like a sandwich that's also kind of a lamp.
Waouh, bon ça devient psychotique là quand même son histoire, parce que de là à dire qu'une lampe est un sandwich, là pour le coup ça allait bien, on était avec un ours en peluche détective, une girafe, une peluche girafe aveugle. Ok, bon bah on va commencer par la chambre de Flint, on va commencer à enquêter par là.
Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Un trou? Attends, j'ai pas compris. Ah, peut-être là-dedans, non? Boîte en verre. Il y a un trou dans l'horloge?
It's
Pour
locked.
passer dans le... Non mais attends, mais tout est verrouillé là. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bordel? Attends, on va voir dans la salle de bain sinon.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
D'accord, donc il y a des petits éléments pour te... Putain, j'avais pas vu ça, mais c'est... On est dans son esprit, quoi. On est dans sa tête de fille malade qui se fait des histoires.
A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Dans la salle d'études. Attends, c'est pas sa chambre. Il faut descendre, du coup, peut-être. Allez, on va
They used them
descendre.
to move up and down the house.
Fascinating stuff.
Fascinating stuff. Ah, Hall Est, attends. On peut encore... Ok, on peut encore s'aventurer, d'accord. Bah, bonjour, nouveau personnage.
Rust.
Bah, merci.
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
Ouais, ça peut être intéressant.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
We've heard rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first. Gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse. Try to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this Red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he all right?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
Je suis en train de me dire que les parents de la fille ne sont pas là et donc elle s'invente cette vie parce que ses parents sont partis dans la nuit. Et ne vont peut-être pas revenir tout de suite. Donc elle fait sa petite enquête de nuit. Alors le roi jaune par contre je n'ai pas du tout entendu parler.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little earbuzz is all.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it.
Je sais même pas ce que c'est en fait. C'est un robot quoi. Un gros robot.
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's alright.
Donc finalement oui, on apprend que... On apprend donc, bon, Flint a disparu, il en sait pas trop. Par contre, l'homme rouge, oui, je crois que c'est ça, l'homme en rouge, il est... bon, le King George, je n'en avais pas entendu parler, enfin, peut-être l'ours, mais... l'homme en rouge cherche des informations sur Millie. Donc c'est peut-être pour ça qu'il a kidnappé son frère. On va bien voir. Il y a encore des peintures.
I see 3 anthropomorphic mailboxes dancing to the captivating beats of the J. Summers Jazz Quartet. A painting, or is it? My old trusty lamp. I never walk around this hallway without her. A save point. Nah, just kidding. What is this, Resident Evil? We have autosave, you dingus. It's I don't know. You kind of lose your imagination after the 10,000th useless item. It's a lamp.
Ah oui, ça va. D'accord, donc c'est implicite en fait. C'est limpide, c'est son imagination, c'est acté. D'accord. On comprend.
I can see the tree outside our house. It's a willow tree. I know this because 2 years ago at the hospital, my mom told the doctor I fell from a willow tree. It was that one.
Ok. Donc la salle d'études est là, chambre des parents peut-être pas pour l'instant. Ok. Oh là là, il y a plein de trucs là. Il y a plein de trucs et on cherche... Ah bah le trou est là. Le trou dans le mur. Mais là donc du coup on est dans le même couloir, ce qui fait que là, ici, derrière ce mur, c'est la chambre de Flint. Mais c'est le même... C'est le même couloir, le même hall comme ils disent.
C'est la fin de cet épisode, merci de l'avoir suivi, la suite arrive très bientôt. Allez, salut, bye bye.